we have actually your next 2 blocks. Okay? This one is called sugar cone. Sugar cone, which you have the directions for right now. Sugar cone. And this one is actually called sugar loaf. Sugar cone and sugar loaf. What's that? But you didn't get it. Next month. I decided that it was too complicated. It needed its own month. Don't you think that's good? And just to get you in the mind of the sugar cone and the sugar loaf,
you could hit the play button.
I could hit the play button. All right. Right here. Come on, guys.
Sugar. Oh, honey, honey. You are my candy girl. And you got me wanting you.
So who likes to dance?
Honey. Oh, sugar, sugar.
There you go, Claudette. Come on, girl.
You are my candy girl. And you got me wanting you.
Go for it. Oh, she was doing so good. She's like this.
We liked it.
All right, so now we're getting in the mood for sugar, huh? Sugar, honey, honey. Okay, I want to show you 2 of my blocks. This is the one on the cover. This is my 6-inch one, and I really liked it. I thought that was really cool. And basically, this is what you have. You have a dark and you have a medium in the cones. We're going to call this the cones. And then we have a medium and a dark in the very center, right? Okay, so it's a dark and medium, both the cones and in the center. And so I like that one, and I like that one. And see, I did like all pink. I forget if I did or Teresa did it. But around here, I did 4 pinks, 2 of each, and then the medium and the dark in the center. That worked. What do you think? That worked, yeah. We got a lot of them that worked. Okay, that one works, huh?
Oh, that's cute.
That's cute, huh? Very cute. That one works. This one works right here. I like that. But I did this one and I said, it doesn't work. The middle is too light. I make these mistakes just so you don't have to. Get it? So that's what I think really works the best. It's like 2 different cones, medium and dark, and in the center, not everything light, but we need a medium and a dark right in there. Good? And so, you know how I am. It's called sugar cone. So I had to find out all about the sugar cone. Do you guys know about it? Oh, somebody, yep, it's from Mexico. Well, actually it goes back to medieval days. But since Mexico is so close to us, it's very, very appropriate. This is from Mexico. This is not antique, but it looks like the antiques. Now they're just used to hold candles, but right now the sugar cone is inside. Ah, the sugar cone. And this is what they did. They would harvest the sugar cone and they would crush it up and they would take the juice from the sugar cane. I think I said that wrong. Sugar cane. They would sometimes just boil the juice of the sugar cane and fill it in this mold and then just let it sit and harden. But the taste of this is like brown sugar, but it's like a caramelized sugar. It's so much richer than just regular old brown sugar. And so when they did this in the medieval days, they made cones like this because it was easier to ship. and to store. And actually, it was a really big thing, for the colonial people to have this. They oh my gosh, they valued this and they put it on their best pewter dish and they used these little scissors to cut off the little parts. But now it's so hard. I know somebody said, well, how do you use that sugar? And they go, whack it, just whack it. So now at this point, you can break it up and use it, or like we're going to do, we're just going to melt it. Do you want to taste it? Okay, I am calling in my famous cook right from Mexico, Teresa. Come on, Teresa, you have to help me. You thought Cindy got to come? Huh?
You're waiting for the famous cook.
Yeah, who's the famous cook? You're the famous cook. And you have the recipe, and she told me to practice saying this until I got it good. But I forgot what she said. So now what's it called?
Agua de Jamaica.
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 Jamaica. The J-A is like ha.
Hibiscus.
Jamaica.
Like the same
Jamaica.
thing.
Right.
Jamaica.
Jamaica and hibiscus, and sometimes it's called hibiscus water. And I will tell you, there's different kinds of hibiscus. I have learned a lot. You know those big flowers, hibiscus? That's what I thought this was supposed to be, but no. There's different type of hibiscus, and it's dried. It's dried leaves. And I said, oh, yes, this looks just like my geraniums. We could dry these. Don't you think? No flavor. Oh, you know what? This would be really fun if we just kind of put it in a little cup and you could smell it. It smells good, doesn't it? It smells good. You can pass it around. Okay. My gift thing. Okay, move my little gift thing over like this. Good. Okay, now you can see the table good? All right, so we're going to do this. So first of all, we're going to, this is hot water. It's 6 cups of hot water. And this is the hibiscus that Teresa buys at a Mexican grocery store, right? Mm-hmm. And you need how many cups? 2 cups. Okay. So we're going, oh, good. I'm up to my old tricks, huh? So now let's just take this. Okay, and this is what we're going to soak it in. 1, 2. So this was completely new to me, and maybe you guys, actually it's sold in all the Mexican restaurants. Now I know. Okay, 2 cups. That's good. All right, and then it was there all the time. I'm going to do a little variation. We've been kind of changing it as we go along. So I'm just going to stick the cinnamons. One stick. And then we have 3 spices. We have allspice, we have nutmeg, and we have cloves. And, oh, it's supposed to say cloves. Isn't that cute? You could go out with the bunnies and gather some clover. And put it right in here. Okay, so it says a pinch oh no. This doesn't have the little thing on it. So yesterday I was helping Teresa and she said 1 pinch, and I did a little pinch and decided that wasn't quite enough and put in a second pinch, and then I was sure I ruined it. Okay, I can't get the lid on. While she does that.
You just flip it right here.
Oh! I knew that. So instead of a pinch, we're just going to go sprinkle. Okay? Sprinkle. 2 sprinkles. Is that enough?
That's plenty.
These are these new, allspice. We're making this good.
That doesn't have it, so open it up.
That doesn't have it. Okay, and this is cloves.
Just a little bit.
Did I do enough? Okay, and so now we're going to take the sugar cone, honey, because we want to melt this up. Teresa says too hard to break. It is. It's hard.
It will melt. eventually.
It'll melt it. Okay. And so now we have, let me look.
One full cone in it?
Well, it says one half
It's
cup.
hard.
I actually think that this little mold almost was like a half a cup. A half a cup, because if you look at it.
Yeah.
So I have it's just kind of warm, but it's hot. But we wanted to melt the sugar. That's a good idea, right? Okay, it's 6 cups, so we're just going to pour it in here. Summer's coming. This makes a really refreshing drink. I think is that beautiful? Okay, so then we're just going to, isn't it nice? So we're just going to let it sit here and turn, and hopefully the sugar is going to melt. See? And Brenda, guess what we're going to use this for? We can. See, I told you I need it. Okay, so now we have to let this sit for a while, right?
Do your technique then?
Yeah, while I do my technique, okay?
See what it does. Let me know.
Okay. Yes, Cheryl? Okay.
In a Mexican.
Okay, so you can tell them locally.
Locally, in any Mexican store, they have it like where they have the dry peppers. They have in a big bench there that you can pick a few. Or there also, if it's very small stores, they have it like set of 3 or so. What, the cones? The cones.
The cones.
Mm-hmm.
The cones.
Yeah.
To caramelize
That's
yams.
what I say to Eleanor.
Yes.
That's the most to caramel jam.
Because they say that this has a earthy tone. It's better than just regular old brown sugar.
Yeah, that's what I use the most.
And you know that the colonists, whenever they bought this cone like this, it was very expensive. It came wrapped in blue paper. And I've seen that, a very dark blue paper, and then they would make a dye bath out of that blue paper and dye fabric with the paper that it was wrapped in. Wow! We're just full of stuff here, huh? Okay, so we don't want to put the white sugar in yet, Teresa? Okay.
Do that later when you start.
Okay, so we're just going to, so now we're going to set it aside, and you can look at it. Do you want me to pass this around too?
No.
No, you don't want to look at it? Okay. Okay, but is it the mold coal? I mean, they used to have like big rows of the molds. Do you know what? You can find anything on the internet. This is a reproduction. The real, genuine antiques are quite expensive. They are available, but this one was only $20 on the internet. Don't you like that, Orion? It was very economical. But then you put candles in it and just set it on your coffee table, and it's real pretty. All right? Is your mouth watering? We're fine. We're good. We're good. All right. So you want to see how to make the block now? Okay, while our sugar cone melts. And actually the block next month is called sugar loaf. You could get cones or you could get loaves, bars. It was the same thing. And it was just sugar cane juice that hardens. So it's cool. All right, so go to your page 4. Ready? I love this. So now I have rectangles that I'm going to turn into cones. And you need to have 2 of each color, right? I have 2 of each color. And just take them. Hopefully the iron is hot. Let us see. So just take them and fold them. And the center point is such a good reference on this all the time. But the only thing is, every time you press out the fold. That's a killer, huh? Okay, so I think what I'll do is just work on 1 of each color. And hopefully Teresa, she left. She's going to have to come while we serve that. Okay, so I'm going to do just 2 of each color. So fold them in half. And it looks kind of weird. Guess why? It's a rectangle. It goes the other way. Oops. Oops.
Iron it the long way.
Write that down. You got to do it the long way. It shows in the picture except that. Okay, so once you have those pressed in half, then the easiest way is just to take your ruler and angle it from corner to corner. Okay, 1 and 2. And then if you open them up, yes, I have a cone. And it would be really good if that were the fold down the middle. Be very careful. And these, you just take them and get rid of them. I knew that basket needed more. You know what? After having teaching a lot of classes, be very careful you still have the fold down through the middle. I've found that out. Let's go, oh my goodness, this is so easy. Wrong. Okay, so then you need to have rectangles. They are 3 3/4 by 8 for the 12-inch block. Yes, like this. And you just take them and cut them on one diagonal, right down through. Okay, now you really need to turn these all right side up, and that's kind of the tricky part, isn't it? It's very, very tricky. Right side, right side. Okay, I have right side. It's really weird. I have them mixed up. Okay, right side, right side. Okay, I am on number 3. I'm going to turn them like this and like this. And you have to put the straight of the grain on the outside edge. This is the straight of the grain. And right here, straight of the grain, and on the opposite sides. Yes. Oh, there was a clip in the fold. Watch this. This just helps you, but it's really hard to see. This is a 1/16 inch clip right in the fold. And that will help you. Can you see that? That's just to keep you targeted on where that center is, because it really helps when you square it up. Okay, like that. Oh, like that. Okay, now look at this. How are we doing? Do you want me to take the mat from underneath, Orion? Are you okay? It would look better. Let's just move this away, right like that. So that's your 2 cones, and you're going to make 2 of each, right? Okay, so get them all lined up like that. And in this next step, there's a great picture. You take your cone and you flip it right sides together to your background. And look at this. You know how we love to let our tips hang out? Well, it's hanging out. You gotta let it hang out. We need these cone things. They'd look really good. Those would hang out good, huh? We'll have to cut that in for everybody that missed the show. Okay, can you see that right at the top?
Barely.
It's about 1/4 inch. How about I do it with this one? Okay, there it's hard because it's the wrong side. Okay, there. Can you see that? The background? Okay, and whenever I put it inside a bubble and make it really big, that means you better take a look at it, okay? Is that a big enough bubble? Is that big enough? Okay, this is not one to do with a scant quarter. Use your regular 1/4 inch. I use 3.5 on my baby lock. I'm saying the right B word. Baby lock. Not that other bee. Okay, so You have that 1/4 of an inch right at the top, and look at this one. Look at that big old tip hanging out at the bottom, yeah? That's pretty good, huh? Okay, so we've got it 1, and now let's just pick up the second one. All right, and feed it through, and now you're making all 4, and I hope Teresa heard she's supposed to make the other 2. Hopefully she heard it, huh? All right, so it's easy so far, right? So now just clip these apart, set the seam with that on the top. Let me turn these over with the background on the top, open, and just press. Okay? Like that. One and the other. I love these colors. I love them. Okay. So now we got this right at the top here, and now you can really see it, and you can see this hanging out at the bottom. And all I'm going to do is trim off that bottom. I'm not going to go for the
Velociraptor.
Woo! Are you getting steam in your iron? That's pretty cool. All right, so now, can you go right here? Yeah, we can't. Sometimes we get it and sometimes we don't. Okay, so do you see that tip at the bottom? Okay, so you just cut off your tips. We'll just collect all of our tips.
Some button must be pressed.
Huh?
Some button must be still pressed on this thing. I've never done that before, right?
I don't know.
That's it.
There, you did it. All right. I love these. Okay, so now we still have the tip at the top, and now we trimmed the tip at the bottom. And so now this piece goes on here, right side up, and what goes along the outside edge? The straight of grain. The yes. Okay, so now, are you with me? Okay. I love these colors. So now we're just going to flip this right sides together. And now this is the hard part. Okay, well, you're supposed to let a 1/4 inch tip in the background hang over. But when you look at this side, you can't see it. But do you see when you turn it over the other way? Okay? The words say it, but you can't really see it in the illustration. All right, so just sew this one. This is a really easy block to do, and it's very similar to our little pattern called Kylie's Kite. How many of you have seen Kylie's Kite? Huh? Let me see. Kylie's Kite. Oh, the front row, but not everybody in the back row. Okay, we're going to show it to you in just a minute. Okay, so now you're just going to do exactly the same thing. Set the seam and cut it apart. Am I forgetting to? Okay, push all my buttons on my baby lock. All right, so same thing. Just set the seams, open, and press. All right, look at that. So we wanted to make sure you had enough to trim away. You know what, Brenda, thank you for reminding me about that little clip, because we can still tell where the fold is, right in the center, right? Oh. Read my directions. Yeah. Do exactly what it says. Do exactly what it says. So you've got this big old tip. You don't have to trim that off yet, but you should just turn around right here. And do you see these little guys sticking out? Okay, you should trim those off. Teresa, did you make the other 2 guys? Huh? You did? Oh, good. Good, because I said, oh, what if she didn't remember? All right. Okay. So we got those trimmed off. And now all we have to do is add the centers. These are for the 12-inch blocks, and these guys are 5 inches. They're big ones. I looked at it, I said, okay, this print has a little yellow, so that's going to go on that one. This guy has a little purple and yellow, so it goes on that one. So I think it's good if you can just choose colors back and forth. Now all you have to do is just take and cut on one diagonal. Ta-da!
A 5-inch square?
What's that? It's a 5-inch square. 5-inch square. Okay, so now this one is going right here on this. Cute. Very oversized.
You did the clip again? On the triangle?
Yes, I did. You didn't see me do it.
No.
It was a secret.
Oh.
No, thank you. I'm forgetting that little clip. That is a tip from Teresa. The tips from Teresa.
You have to be careful you don't clip.
Huh?
Wasn't it in egg money?
Yeah, we've done this. We've done this before. You know what I do? I'm so much just to crease it, but she likes to clip it. So either one. But see how the colors? That's nice, huh?
Very nice.
Very nice. And we'll line up the little clips there. And this yellow is going to go right here with this one. And because this is the bias, it's best if you turn it over, so with the triangle on the bottom. And when you do that, you can see those really big tips hanging out on the sides. Oh, we should have these things, and every time I say tips, we could use them.
Yes.
The big old ones. How's our stuff coming, Teresa? It's
And the blocks are right there in the corner for up there.
okay, so
Right here.
oh, in front of me. All right. So 1 and 2. I told Teresa that I was going to quickly show you how to sew the whole block. Show it right in front of you in real time. And then I said, nah, we'll have a lot to talk about. Okay, so now all you do is press toward what is the center piece, and this is the center. Set the seam and open and press toward it. And I tried to do opposite seams so we could make them lock together, and I just didn't feel like it. It worked great. It seemed to be bulky. Very cute. Okay, I pushed the button now, Ryan. Let's get a little steam here. Okay. Oops. Okay. So now we're going to square these pieces up. I did it. Be quiet. So the best rulers for squaring this up are the fussy cut rulers. How many of you guys have the fussy cut? Yes, that's good because we're all sold out here. We're sold out of everything, huh? Okay, so I'm using the 6.5 for the 12 block and the 3.5 for the 6-inch block. That makes sense because if you use the 3.5, 3.5, and 3.5, that's going to make 6.5. And the same thing for the 12-inch, you use the 6.5. Okay, so what's really important on this is now finding the center, and that's what the problem is.
Over here,
Want me to bring it over there? Okay.
because then you can show the tips,
The tips,
the tick marks.
the tick marks. Okay. Oh, yes. So that is our center point. Let me see if I can just... Oh, I'm not going to iron on the cutting mat. You guys are paying attention. This is the only thing now you can't see the center. Okay, so there are 1/4-inch seams here. And it's best if you line up the 1/4-inch right along these 2 bottom seams. If this is larger and it floats, it's okay. But it's really best if you put, this is where your center is going to be. It's best if there's no gaps right here and here. Okay? And it looks like I'm right in the center. I'm turning it around just a bit. Look good?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm using this turnable more and more. It should have Invisigrip. Your ruler should have Invisigrip on the bottom. But the only thing is that it glares on the TV, so I can't put it on there. So my ruler tends to slip just a little bit. Okay, so I've learned you just turn it, not with your fingers on it. Orion, I've done this enough. You don't try to put your fingers on it, just turn it. Okay, check again. They're still all lined up. And just go up and across again. And you've got 1/4 of an inch that is floating just a bit. Oops, I think I need a new blade. I bet I know where I could get one. Okay, so when you take the ruler away, see you have your 1/4 inch here and here, and that floats. Is that pretty? Yeah. I know, I love it. It's floating. It's okay if the top floats. Does that say that? Okay, so I'm going to put this back on here in the center. Okay, line it all up. 1/4 inch there on the seam, 1/4 inch there, floating the white tip, and that's okay. And just turn it a little bit. I'm scared with the iron. I'm trying not to. Okay, one more. And that's it. All right. Okay, watch. Where's my new blade?
Maybe it's just because you're on that.
It's really soft. You can't really put any pressure on it. Okay.
That's good. You can go back.
Thank you. Thank you, Orion. Okay, so watch this. So turn the page. Beep.
Turnable?
Huh? Okay, so you've got the 2 opposites like this. And this one. Ooh. And this one. Is that cute? It's adorable. All right. So how about, do you want to finish this? Okay, so now we're going to, Teresa said, be very careful. This really dies easily.
Yeah, so pour in the middle.
Pour in the middle.
Take out that wood thing.
Okay, take out the cinnamon stick.
And the wooden thing. It's okay. You don't need.
Oh, this thing. You didn't like this in there? This is pretty cool. What could I do with this?
We don't know.
Okay, so now we have to drain. Oh, it splashes. Whoa. You guys are all going to go to an antique store and get one of these, huh? Yeah. Whoops. Oh my gosh, those leaves expand so much. Okay, so that's good. We're right up at the top, and now Teresa told me this is her next trick. She said you add more water to that just to get it all. You know, that's just like my mother, the Depression. You don't waste anything. So Teresa and Martha and Himna, my daughter-in-law, they all have lived in Mexico, and they're all standing around speaking in Spanish, and I have no idea what they're saying. And then they have to translate to me. But she said, yep, we do it again just to get everything out of there. Oh, we're going to drain again?
Yes.
Okay, let's drain again. Whoa, look at that. Okay. All right, so now we're going to mix sugar in here. Sugar. Music. Hit the music.
Yeah, mix that sugar and then use these. Just go ahead.
Not coming.
Put the sugar in there.
Okay, we're going to put the sugar in here. And you are not going to spill it. Look how pretty. Ah, yes. Oh,
Looks like grape juice.
sugar. Huh? It didn't come. It didn't come. I need help with the technology of it. Okay, and so look.
10-inch squares from your layer cake.
We want sugar, sugar, Orion. Okay, now we're going to put it all in here. Sing, guys. Oh, that's enough. Girl, and you got me wanting sugar, sugar. You are my candy girl, and you got me wanting. Woo! Look, I didn't. Yeah, Martha Stewart has nothing over us. This is real TV.
Put your strainer right there.
Yeah. This is all live. Okay, we're nearly done. We're nearly done. Oh. We're going to have lots. All right. Okay, so now this is how they really do it on TV. I get the first taste, like this.
Well, let's stir it up, actually. Where's that big spoon?
Oh, let's stir it up. Stir it up.
We have all that good fresh stuff.
Look at this. So we go like this. Go.
Looks like sangria.
Oh, it's a great year. What a year.
I think this is going to be a Geico commercial.
This is really good. This is really good. Are we going to put an ice cube in there? We're going to serve it just like this. This looks a little bit like communion. Say your blessings. Doesn't it? It really does.
Don't open your mouth when I get there. I don't have any wafers for you.
Oh my gosh, is this good?
Purple?
Is it?
Just like grape juice. Whoever said that is right on.
That's just like my grandkids, huh? Oh my goodness, it's really good. So, I think it's easy. You just got to be careful with it. And for like a Memorial Day, you could serve this drink. How fun. It'd be really good. Okay, so while they get it ready, you have to change your focus up here, all right? So now we're just going to sew this block together. We're going to do the magical swirling. If you flip it right sides together. But this is the part that you really have to match right here in this V. And hopefully I'm going to open my drawer and find pins. Ooh, I'm not. On the floor. You remember. Okay. So I like to pin this. If you want to be sure that this matches, if you put the pin right in there and then you peel it back and you put the pin on the opposite side. See, if you just really want this to match, that's where you pin it. There and there on both of the blocks. Okay, the front row. What do you think?
Yummy. Cheers, Al.
Is it good?
Tasty, and it's not that sweet.
Very healthy.
There. Cheers. I think it would have been better with my geraniums, but Teresa said no. Yeah, we might die. Okay, so I pinned both of those points. Now I'm just going to go straight down, connect it right in the middle. Good? It's a little sweet. Oh, yes, Teresa. You can, she tell you that she bought those in Rodeos?
In any little Mexican store, they have it.
And it's actually called hibiscus. Hibiscus. It's the other kind of hibiscus.
So when they grow the flower? They grow the flower down in Mexico somewhere? They pick it and dry it?
I really don't know.
Okay, I have a, how about while I do this, we show the two Kylie's kites that are on the floor for people that didn't get to see it. Kylie's kite is one of our patterns. Okay, and I'm going to just cut and we're going to check this out.
Am I supposed to show them?
You can. Orion and I, okay, Orion and I really did this. Did you know that Kylie's kite is named after Orion's little daughter, Kylie? And did you know he's having a second little girl called Zoe? And then this one, we did it out of one charm pack and 1.5 yards of background fabric. And in the pattern, there's actually a ruler enclosed that helps you square up that patch. But see how similar? It just doesn't have the 4 center triangles. Yeah. It's one piece, but it's sewn very, very similar. It is one of our little patterns, our mini patterns. Our price busters, only $9.
What's that? Kylie's kite?
Uh-huh.
No, it's $6.95 and it comes with a ruler.
Oh,
But you're cute.
I'm so wrong. It's only $6.95 and it's the pattern and the ruler. Do we have a whole bunch of those, Cindy, to give out? To sell? Okay, now look. Okay, so Orion, go real close. Cool. See how that all lines up? And now you're just going to take it and you're going to flip it the opposite way. And this is that magic swirling trick. You pin and match here and here again. But on this seam, you push it up. And this goes down on the back. Okay, up on the top, down on the back. Okay? All right. So I thought that somebody would just magically run and produce Kylie's kite. Oh, nobody's from the store. Okay. Okay, so questions? How are we doing? Do you think this looks easy? It is. It's really easy. It is. It's very easy. After you get a break after doing that nice big basket. Questions? What do you want to know?
Oh my
So are you glad you finally saw how this quilt is going to go together? Yes. Now you know I really did have a plan. So it works really good. Okay, so next month I will show you the sugar loaf. We will be singing Sugar, Sugar again. You might have to practice. We will have a singing group here with us. If you don't like to pin, you know that you can just finger pin. Kind of line that all up, squeeze it, and then use your stiletto to hold it down. I'm nearly done. No, just the hibiscus leaves. Very good. Okay, this is the last step. We find our scissors. Okay, right here. If you put your thumb right here like this and just clip this connecting thread, and all you're doing is unsewing those 3 vertical seams, or vertical stitches. There's about 3 of them. You can use your seam ripper or your stiletto. Those 3 come out, and then you just turn it to the opposite side. Put your thumb right there, because your stitches are held in place by this seam. It doesn't come out. It really doesn't come out. Okay, you unsew, and then you just lay it flat. Oh, and look at, did you see that? I just went like that, and its center automatically popped open. So now you go top to the right and just swirl right around, and this opens up, and everything that's in the center is right side up. It's all right side up. You just mush it good. Mush it good. Okay, so then put it on the pressing mat. We're going for home stretch. Okay, this one goes around, down, around, and up. And everything lays nice and flat. And give it a shot of steam. Let us see. Perfect. We got a couple of red threads. Ta-da! Isn't that pretty?
Now, if you have more than one block, just make like a secondary pattern.
So the Kylie's kite has lattice in between because we thought that it would be hard to match these little points right here.
It anchors the corners better. Very cute. Yeah, but I like
Very cute. Thank you. Very thanks. Everybody says cute today. You guys, you're not saying anything, and it's like you drank alcohol and you didn't have alcohol at all. Is that what sugar does to you? Listen, when I give it to my kids, you start bouncing off the walls, don't you know? You know.
This is delicious.
It doesn't taste that sweet. That's good. Yeah. This is Kylie's kite. But it's you can't use the on point ruler is different than this one. First of all, this is a 6.5 and a 3.5. This is 4.5. So it doesn't work, but it's different. It's really unique. There's Kylie right there. Okay, that was her baptismal picture. Isn't that cute? She has grown so much. And she was like the little social butterfly at Paducah. She like, hi, hi, hi. She said hi to everybody. Can I open it? And then is there somebody going to buy it? And I can show you what it looks like inside.
I am, Oliver.
You don't have it yet, Brenda?
I don't think
Do
I
we
have a
have
pattern.
this?
I don't know.
I have that. Did we use before?
Okay, this ruler we used in the autumn leaves. You already have it in the autumn leaves. This is how it all happened. One day Orion said, "Do you believe this? The store ladies in Paducah are selling this ruler all by itself." We said, "They are? well, we better get busy and write a pattern that can go with this ruler. So then this is what we did. One night, look, it's a different type of packaging for us, but we just did it. We did it to sell the ruler, and now it's just so darn cute. The yardage is on the back. One charm pack, and it's 1.5 yards. And go real close. See these little cornerstones? You cut these right off of the part that you trim off. The little cornerstones still come from the 5-inch charm squares. Cute? And $6.95, such a deal. And we have them in stock.